How's it going, YouTube? So we got a 10-gallon aquarium. I've had this tank here a couple, maybe it's like 15 years old, and really haven't used it for anything. I mean, it's just been sitting in the basement the whole time. A couple weeks ago, I decided to go all out and spend about 300 on different accessories, and I got these two clown loaches. They're very nice, very pretty fishes. Look at that thing, man. They seem happy. I mean, that thing in the back there is just a little zeolite, just wrapped up in some old filter media. Because, the ammonia is still pretty high. It's been primed out the whole time, so the fish aren't in any danger. I do like a 25% daily water change just to make sure they're safe. And people say all the time cloud loaches need like 5 or more to be ideal, but I would say all I can really fit in here is 2. I mean, when they're fully grown, this is all the space they have to swim around in. So it wouldn't really be suitable to have more than this. Clown loaches are so interesting. They come from Sumatra and Borneo Islands in the East Indian Ocean. So like they go into slow moving rivers, very warm water. It's very acidic water is what they like a 5 to 5.5 pH. And these plants I got here, it's just your standard Anericus Alodia Canadian freshwater aquatic plants. They have doubled in size since I bought them, so that's a good sign. It's pretty cool to watch them grow. You can see like they try and produce little branching points. You could see like a new one forming over there, and down here it looks like we got a new one shooting out right there. That's perfect. That's what we want to see, because the nitrate is going to build up a little bit, and ideally I want to keep that under 20 ppms, so that every time the plant grows throughout the day, the pH fluctuates, it absorbs the nitrate and ammonium and stuff, and when the plants get too crowded, I'll just trim them out, and hopefully it'll be like a heavily planted tank. Eventually I'll get some Java ferns. But if I was gonna get more fish in here, I'd go with the St. Barb's or something small, because like a small tropical fish, because I got these flakes, man, and they don't seem to go for the flakes. They go for the these here proprietary brand sinking pellets with the shrimp meal, squid meal and stuff, and that's what they like to eat. As a matter of fact, I feed them twice a day, small little feedings. So we're gonna just drop some of these pellets. Yeah, right here. Some pellets falling down. We'll see if they go after them, I guess. Okay. So a little bit more about clown loaches. They have 2 spiny little things they use as a weapon underneath their eyes. They only pull them out when they're threatened. and they're razor sharp, and they contain like a toxin or something, so when you handle a large clown loach, you gotta watch out, because those things will cut into you and give you some kind of a reaction, maybe. Pretty dangerous stuff. I think in captivity, these things are gonna get 5 or 6 inches max. I really don't know for sure. I can't really predict the future like that, but they're cute little guys. I'm gonna shut off the lights because they are more comfortable feeding when it's a little dark. See, they're coming out now. They're curious. So in the meantime, we got peppers. Check it out. I've just been growing plants in here, put out in my garden. I got like 50 tomato plants already. They're all out, growing out in the hot sun in the muggy Virginia weather. And the peppers are gonna follow. I'll dig up my potatoes and put them right where they were. Maybe get some compost to beef them up. We got like mixed up jalapenos and Jimmy Nardello Italian sweet peppers. So it looks as if the clown loaches might be smelling the food now. I don't know. It takes them like half an hour to finish eating up. There he is, just nibbling away. They make like clicking noises when they eat. It's pretty fun to watch. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make sure they're well fed, within limits. Don't want to have a big nitrate spike or anything, but I think I've got it set up pretty well. The filter I'm using, it's Aqueon Quiet Flow 20. Even though it's a 10-gallon tank, I needed the 20. It's a little bit more room for the bacteria to grow here. Yeah, I just modified my filter because like those little cartridges they sell for these things, that would get pretty expensive in the long run. So just picked up some bonded filter. It's like the coarse side is the white and the blue is the finer side. And from what I've read, they're not gonna nearly clog up as quickly as these sticking cartridges, man. A pack of those is like $17. It's too expensive for me. So this fish seems to be running around. Look, there he is. He's just eating, having a good time. Hear that clicking noise? That's so cool, man. He's just getting at his pellet. He's a hungry little guy. And this one's actually smaller than the other one, just a little smaller. I think he'll catch up in size with that appetite. So, I mean, that's my tank. That's how it's set up. I got the air stone in the back here, doing its thing. And if you're wondering, the air pump I got, the brand is, I think it's from Japan. I'm not sure. It's marketed as being like the most quietest air pump for aquarium possible, because it has like a electromagnet instead of a motor and a piston and stuff. And it's barely even audible. I don't hear it at night. The only thing I hear is the pump running. Very quiet. It's very well aerated. The oxygen is going to help my bacteria to grow really rapidly. And of course, just a little Tetra heater, 50 watts, is all I need for this setup. The light back there is red when it's warming up, and it's green when it's at 78 degrees. And that's all there is to show and tell about this. Clown loaches are very social fish. I wish I could keep more of them, but I mean, 2 is all I can house with the biological capacity of the filters. That's about all I'm gonna have in there. So hopefully the tank cycles up in a week or so, and I won't have to do as often water changes. And I'm gonna change that zeolite out whenever it gets exhausted. They say you multiply like 0.009 times the amount of ppms you plan on absorbing of ammonia, and that's gonna be the amount of zeolite in cups that you're gonna need for the aquarium. So I got like a half a cup in there because it's a diamond blend. It's like half zeolite and half carbon. So that's gonna be sufficient to absorb about 25 ppms of ammonia, just to help the tank gradually cycle in. Because I don't need all that ammonia. It's excess waste that I don't need, because the fish, they're much happier since I put that in there. So, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And check out these peppers again, man. I can't wait to put these outside. Yeah, they're growing pretty well. I mean, I just watered them this morning and they're perking up. So, catch me later, YouTube. Bye-bye.